Hey guys, it's Sam here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is another gym tour. I haven't done one of these for a while, but I've come down to Mare Street in Hackney to visit Titan Gym, which was actually recommended to me by one of you guys. So if you have places to recommend in and around London, maybe a little bit further afield, let me know in the comments, because I love doing these gym tours for you guys, showcasing like old school and hardcore bodybuilding places. I've never been in here before, but as it was a personal recommendation, I'm sure it's going to be awesome. I'll do a full workout, talk you through that, and then we'll look at everything they've got in there afterwards. See you inside. Mind your head, I'm sure that's a warning for me. With a giraffe situation going on here. So I'll just head down here. I'm really intrigued what they've got. But already it's got that look and feel, so I'm going to get my day pass and then get warmed up. So today is going to be a chest workout and possibly some other upper body stuff as well, depending on how I'm feeling, as I did have a little rest day yesterday to sort of get into relaxing after what I'd achieved with that 300 pounds weight thing that I put on the channel yesterday. So it will be more relaxing, and I am doing lighter weight and easing off a little bit. I have been doing for the last couple of weeks, and that continues now for sure. So don't expect the heaviest lifting, but I'm going to get a full chest workout in, show you a few different exercises and angles, definitely some pushing, definitely some flies. But as it's a different gym to explore, I'm sure I'll find something else to do as well at the end. Now that first set was a little bit ropey, but okay considering I haven't done the flat dumbbell for quite a while now. I'm going to try it on the other bench, as the other bench is slightly wider, which I find better for my pressing. I tend to like the wider benches for my pressing and slightly narrower for doing dumbbell flies when I pick those. So I've switched over. I'm trying to push more than 8 reps on set 2 here. That's more like it. 1 or 2 sets a little bit lighter to finish this exercise. Then we'll try and find a machine for incline. I'll take it a little bit lighter now, more reps. Hands barely fit in those dumbbells. The handles are quite narrow. A nice one. if anything, most of the pain there is coming from pressing on my knuckles on the narrow handles, but that's all that done. I'll find something on a machine for incline now. So this was the dumbbell area. I'm going to take a walk through some of the cables and the machines here. And I've already spotted my favourite for the incline angle. It's the Hammer Strength Isolateral Super Incline Press, so let's set up on this thing. So when it comes to your incline stuff, this particular machine by Hammer Strength, incline dumbbell press, and the MTS incline press also by Hammer Strength on the weight stacks with the pins are my favourite choices at the moment. As they don't have this one in my home gym zone, I'm going to take the opportunity now and set one. Just sort of testing it out because I don't normally use it. I think how that's gone on sort of 20 reps, I can load up another plate each side, so nothing crazy here, nothing to write home about. Just going to be 2 plates each side. Okay, let's go. Now we're doing a touch more. This is turning into an unintentional pyramid here. So maybe if I put another 10 each side, we'll be good. Oh, nice. I wish I did have this machine in more places actually. Love it. So for my isolation exercise, I'm going to use the cable flies because I don't normally get a chance to go on these in a gym that's super busy, and there's one set of good cables that tend to get really busy, so I'm going to take advantage of the situation here. And I like to position them so they're basically right in front of my chest here. I don't often do the high to low or the low to high. Some people think that you can get more emphasis on upper and lower parts of the pectorals with that, but I find I get a better overall exercise out of it just putting it chest height. So here we go, set one. Probably go a little bit heavier on this thing, but it's not really an exercise where you're pushing heavy weight. That's more your barbells and dumbbells, really. This is one of these nice ones where you've got the pull-up bar as part of the same piece. And the biggest shocker for me these last few days has been hitting 8 pull-ups while 300 pounds. I was not expecting that at all the other day in Legends, but that's in my other video. And I think the plan now, I'm really working my back hard, is as I start to lose weight, compensate for that by using the plates on the weight belt and do weighted pull-ups, keeping it the same resistance as what my body weight was the other day, and push up and up on those reps. And then I should be using nearly 2 plates by the time I'm fully cut down at some point next year, which would be cool. So all that to look forward to for me in my back training, and onwards to chest. It's all right. I've got company. I've got someone's dog wandering past me on some training. It's kind of nice, really. Okay, here we go again. That'll do for that. And I've had a wander next door and just see what looks like quite a good Smith machine. So I still need to do some wide grip press on that for higher reps again. That's probably going to be my last exercise of the day. Just thinking about how this place compares to the other gym tours that I've done. And it's all similar to that Giants gym up in Wood Green, where it's like really well equipped, but it's not like bodybuilding photos everywhere and like super busy. And I think it'd be a really awesome place for like learning and low stress and everything you need, and not too intimidating. I think as a local gym and really getting into this for the first time, this could be the perfect place, a bit like Giants. So this is going to be my last exercise, and then we'll take the full tour of the place and look at all the kit they've got. But already I can see it's very well equipped. So here what I'm doing is just some high rep stuff. It's more of a finisher than anything. Last one. I feel good for that. Not my heaviest workout, but still extremely refreshing to get some proper exercise in. That's all the workout done. We're now going to take the tour. You saw where I came in from the street and just walked down to reception there. So we're going to start the other end. This is kind of back to front, and there's 2 rooms here. This is the smaller of the rooms. It's just down a few more steps. There's more the cardio stuff. So we're going to get the cardio boring stuff out of the way and then look at all the weights they've got in the main room up there. So at the very back here, we've got the boxing bag, some rails at the top, but I'm really not sure if you're meant to be pulling up off of those, so I shan't risk it. A lifting platform and boxes and some slam balls in the corner here. They're quite fun for your circuit training. And then you've got the chair and dip station. You've got the seated bike. You've got the running machines. You've got the little frames for doing your ab exercises on. And then like loads of mirrors. So this is like the first time I've seen my back like in the mirror before, like kind of see what's going on there. I once went to a gym in Liverpool where they've got an entire posing room. It's like the shape of an octagon, like with all mirrors around it, and that was interesting. But not here, just rather a lot of mirrors so you can see your back in. You've got the other cardio machines. More of the, I think that's the Watt bike, isn't it? I'm not an expert on cardio, so we'll just get it out of the way. Then you've got the power cage for all of your squats. You can put a bench in there for having the rails on for safety. You've got another frame for doing your abs exercises on. The Smith machine, just here, that I was just using. And then another frame for doing your dips on. And that's all of this room at the back here. I'll just scan around. So this is where we came in, and then there's the reception immediately here, which is providing a nice little space for the lovely little doggo that I met earlier. So it's a little doggo that was keeping me company when I was on the boring cables exercises. And you come over this way and it's the dumbbells, but someone was just using that, so I'm going to take the opportunity to come the other way where it's quiet. So you've got the leg abductions and adductions machines. You've got the lying leg curl here, and you've got the leg extension, the seated leg curl, another leg extension. You've got a V squat machine here, and then 2 well-built leg presses, and that brings us to the protein bar. I was recommended this as the best place for a protein shake. They just done me one, and it was the best I've had in a very long time, so that can be recommended as well. As we swing round, we've got standing calf raises, we've got the free weights preacher curl piece, we've got the row machine, we've got a lat pull down machine, we've got the flat bench press, more weight trees, and then you've got the incline barbell press frame, and all of the handles and everything, they're keeping very tidy here. You've got a variety of dumbbells in this area. The heaviest I saw was 65 kilos down on the floor there, but I wasn't pushing quite that heavy today, so it's that easing off period for me. Then you've got the machine preacher curl, more dumbbells, more attachments and such like. And we've got a push down machine here by the looks of it, machine lateral raises, machine shrug, and a machine overhead press, all facing this way. To see the other stuff, I'm just going to have to go into that aisle the other way round, so follow me on this Bro's Eye View tour of the place. These was the cables that I was using. I chose that because they're the adjustable ones where I can get them in the middle, which I like for chest. Then you've got a machine overhead press, you've got a machine pec deck, you've got another set of cables, but these are the non-adjustable ones. They're either high or low. But nice to see 2 sets here. And then you've got a machine chest press with the handles in the middle. It's quite nice for a more triceps feel on it. Then you've got the hammer strength tricep dip machine, which I particularly like. I might have done on an arms day. And then to my right, we've got the super incline press by Hammer Strength, plate loaded, that I was using as my second exercise. Then you've got their plate loaded shoulder press. That's their normal shoulder press, not the behind the neck press one. And then you've got a machine that's nice for shrugs here or overhead pressing standing up. I come a bit further, they've got the seated calf raise just tucked in alongside that lat pull down machine. You've got the Rudern row machine, plate loaded. You've got that seated cable row that we saw from the other side, and then we've another machine for back. We basically got a machine, plate loaded, T-bar row station. You've got the pullovers. This is the Hammer Strength plate loaded pullover. Oh, doggo's come out. Look, here he is. That's cute, isn't it? See, this is why I like gyms like this rather than commercial places. Like in a chain gym, like a million pointless pieces of paper would need to be filled out if a dog ever turned up, and health and safety and all shit like that. But you come somewhere like this, it's just more chill and normal and friendly, you know. So another thing to recommend these sorts of places. So anyway, back to the serious stuff. It's time to talk about the back equipment they've got. They've got the usual weight stack, lat pull down, and then they've got the rear delt fly, which can be adjusted for chest flies as well, of course. And that's all of this room, which is the main room. The room that I started off the tour in is just down these steps alongside the shoulder press plate loaded. So you go down there and there's the Smith machine and all the cardio bits. So I'll just take a view around the room from this side. That's what you've got, so everything you need, and I've really enjoyed my time today. It's been nice and quiet. I've chatted to the owner who kindly allowed me to film, so shout out to Kim. You've got a lovely gym here, great atmosphere, well equipped, all of the nice Hammer Strength stuff that I know and love, and very delicious protein bar. And that brings me to the end of the tour. That's everything you've got in Titan's Gym Hackney down in London. Thanks for watching this far. I really enjoyed that. I like getting out of my usual places to go and train somewhere different. It's just kind of refreshing and meet people I haven't met before and think about what's interesting or useful or of benefit about specific gyms that I can recommend here in London. And I think that they're all good, the ones that I've been to so far. I select them because I know that they're going to be good, but I was just thinking about all of that and thinking that they're good in different ways, and if I provide a selection here, there might be certain ones in particular that stand out to some of you that are London-based that might appeal to you more for certain reasons. So while it's really good for me to be in places like Zone and Bodyworks and Pumping Iron for like the networking side, and I kind of go to those places where a lot of monsters train, and you know some of the biggest guys you'll meet, like Big Jim and Christmas Fella over at Zone. They'd be the biggest guys there, and all people like that I meet in my usual places. That's specifically good for me because of what I'm doing here with the channel and the networking, and I tend to meet the kind of guys that want me to contest prep them and this sort of thing. But if you wanted to go somewhere where all of that side of it and loads of bodybuilders about is like distracting, or not what you're used to, but you're really curious about getting started in this pursuit and this kind of progress and these kind of gyms, then places like where I've been today over at Titan Gym would be much more suitable, because it's just kind of like the same sort of equipment, the same kind of manufacturers, the same kind of spread and organisation of everything. You could have very much the same kind of workout, but without the distractions of all the bodybuilders about, or it being excessively busy or intimidating and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd mention that to keep that in mind, because if you've been doing home workouts but you're newer to the gym side of it and want to try somewhere serious, but maybe not like the craziest, more intimidating place, then I'd really pick out these places like Giants or Titan to go and try if you're based here in London or if you're visiting. So awesome place. I really like some of the kit that they've chosen there. I think the dumbbells, are a little bit older. I found that some of them were a bit narrow for my hands there, so maybe that's not a big deal for most people, but for me that wasn't ideal. But definitely the plate loaded kit is all my favourite stuff in there, and it was very, very friendly. You know, I think, isn't Titan the nickname for Mike O'Hearn? Maybe he should train there, Mike Brohearn. But I got talking to a few people in there, and I was just reflecting on that as well. I had a guy talking to me he was actually really strong. He was really strong on the overhead pressing, so I complimented him on his overhead pressing strength. And he was asking me how long I've been training for, which is one of the main questions that I get when people approach me in the gym, and it's one that I kind of would like to give a longer answer for. I gave a longer answer like ages ago on the channel, because I sort of wonder what's the more helpful answer with a question like that, because literally the answer for me is 20 years. I've been going to the gym for 20 years, but I sort of wonder why someone's asking, and they're trying to gauge how long they'd have to put into this to make similar progress, or are they just making conversation? I think if they're just making conversation, then it doesn't matter, but I'm always thinking what's the more informative or helpful answer, because the reality is for 20 years I'm not that good. That's the honest truth of it. You know, I feel like for 20 years I should be better, but the reality is if I were to talk through every year that I've spent in this, which I may do sometime, tell my full story sometime, but the reality is, if I'm honest, some of those years were just kind of coasting along, spinning my wheels and not making all the progress. So if someone was asking that question to sort of gauge how far they could get in a certain period of time, or how long they need to put into this, really, to get to a similar level of achievement as where I'm at, could be about half that. You know, maybe sort of 7 to 10 years would be maybe the more helpful answer, or describe what order you'd learn things and do things, which I've attempted to break down in other videos actually, but it just made me think about that, because for 20 years I think my theoretical learning and theoretical knowledge is good, but my actual physique is not anything special for 20 years. So maybe it's encouraging for me to just say that you know, I'm not super gifted at this. I just really love it, and I really love learning about it and sharing as much as I can on the channel. That's been very gratifying for me. So that's something I've contemplated just now for thinking about how to wrap up this video. And my next thoughts are where I might travel to next, because now that my Road to 300 Pounds series is finished, as you saw in the video yesterday, hopefully we're entertained by that, it means that I'm not going to be pushing the food so hard, and I'm going to go into my kind of cruise. So it means that I'll kind of have more time. I'm probably going to squish things down to 4 meals a day somehow when I replan this, and that'll give me more time for some day trips. And I've got loads of places that I want to show you. I'm very keen to get out to Cheshunt and show Monster Gym, because that place is cavernous. It's absolutely huge. So I've got a long list actually. I say a short list, but it's really getting to be a long list, with meeting people and getting more recommendations, and then the other ones that were left anyway. So stick around for the gym tours. They're going to be particularly helpful if you're based in or close to London, but I will branch out further afield, or do some weeks away when time permits. So make sure you subscribe if you're a fan of all of the different gyms that are more bodybuilding orientated, or just if you like the coverage of all different topics, because I'll talk about anything really, or take requests. So make sure you leave any questions or requests for content in the comments, and I'll be talking with you there. And I'm just getting a look at the time here, because I don't really want to be travelling in rush hour. Yeah, it's 20 past 4 at the time of recording this, so I want to be getting back from Hackney. It's about 40 minutes back to where I'm based over Wood Green Way. I'll be thinking about what to train next. It could be a back workout, or I may kind of defer that, because there's some more collaborations that I'm looking at doing, and it would be fun to train back something a little bit heavier, more fun with someone else, as the video where I was training with Tom there was quite popular, doing legs there, but that'll be more fun doing something upper body, I expect. So all of that's coming. I'm going to head back, think about what I will be eating, because I'm not going to stick exactly to the plan that I was doing. In fact, to make it to that 300 pounds, like within the time that I wanted to, I did abandon the plan by the end and was just hitting up the all-you-can-eat restaurant and the Preto Brazilian grill, where it's unlimited food, just to eat as much as possible, and in the time that I had to push it over the line. So I'm really glad that that's all done. It was chaotic but fun. I might think about how to make other parts of my journey into a challenge, or put a specific number or way of quantifying it on it, because I quite enjoyed doing that. Well, that brings me to the end for today, so I'll be back online tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed it. Any comments, questions, leave them below, and we'll be talking tomorrow. Cheers.